Hey guys, quickie review on the Thorfire PF03. A couple weeks ago you saw my review on the PF04, which is the big brother to this. This one just takes one single AAA. Now let's run over the numbers real quick. This has an XPG2 R5 LED. It has 3 modes. The lowest being a Moonlight at 1 lumen, a low for 25 and a high for 110. Impact resistant to 1.5 meters, waterproof to IPX8 standard. It's powered by a single AAA, as we mentioned, and Thorfire has an 18-month warranty on their lights. So, overall, this light had some really good performance when I did my runtime testing. I typically do these, and be sure to check out the links below. I'll put a link to my budgetlightforum.com review. You can actually look at the charts and all the run times and information I got from the testing. So let's go over the numbers I received. Now, I tested this with a rechargeable and a loop and a AA alkaline. Now, I use what's called a ceiling bounce test to measure lumens. And what you do is basically bounce the light off of a white ceiling or wall or piece of paper or whatever and measure it with a lux meter. You calibrate it using other lights so that you know approximate lumen output. Now I received with the loop of a mode, the first mode being 0, the second mode being 25, and the third mode being 85. Once again, that's with a rechargeable nickel metal hydride. Using an alkaline, I got 0, 38, and 100. So obviously their stats are based a little more on the alkaline. So this light is obviously engineered to run at a current that's more friendly to alkaline as opposed to nickel metal hydride, which is kind of cool because most of the lights on the market actually cater to the rechargeable. So this is actually a fantastic light if you're intending to use alkalines, because it is the reverse. Most lights that are AAA have really good performance with rechargeables, really bad performance with alkaline. This light's reversed. So it's probably a very well regulated and a nice little current that the alkalines are efficient in. So, run times. With a nickel metal hydride, I actually got about 77 minutes out of it, which is pretty impressive because some of the other flashlights, like the Lumens Tool, only got like 38 minutes. The TI5 got 51. So this obviously has some serious run time. And from the beginning to the end, it actually was still running at like 90%. Like I got like 2,500 lux at the beginning and ended up at an hour with still 2,300. That's amazing. That's really good regulation there. Now, my alkaline test actually outperformed all the competition with alkalines by far. Well, not in brightness, but it basically held its brightness for about 30 minutes. A lot of AAAs, you're only getting good light for about 10. This actually held about half its light out to 30 minutes, whereas something like the TI5 loses half its light in 15 minutes. So, once again, really super good performance with AAA. So that's what you can expect if you're going to be using this light. Overall, good construction, really nice. I'm just going to move my lighting around here, guys, so you can see it. It has a reverse tail clicky, which means you turn the light on, and then you can change through the modes by a half press of the button. The button does stick out. There's a little bit of knurling there on it. Really nice strong pocket clip. Good anodizing on the tube. You have an orange peel reflector in there. Real glass. Wait a second. No, that is a smooth reflector. I stand corrected, guys. It's a smooth reflector for the XPG2. So as you can see, when you turn it on, it goes right immediately to that low mode. We're going to shut the lights off so you can see this better, hopefully. I'm going to shut my fill light off too. We're now experimenting with some different lighting here. Okay, so there's your Moonlight mode. Very low, 1 lumen, great for reading, long-term use. Your medium, which of course is a much brighter, and it goes to high after that, and then back to your medium. So you're going to go low, high, medium. So it is kind of a weird thing. So let's turn those lights back on. Has some pretty good throw for being a AAA, which is kind of awesome. A lot of these flashlights tend not to have it. They tend to just be a little floody, but this thing having the XPG2, which is a nice small LED, it has really good throw to it. The smooth reflector, this thing really puts out a beam quite far. So overall, in the budget category, guys, this is a very good contender and a very strong flashlight. Now the TI5 from ThruNite is a really good flashlight. You're getting a lot of power for the money, but like I said, that light caters to the rechargeable nickel metal hydrides. If you intend to use alkaline batteries and Energizer lithiums, this is probably one of the best performers in the market for that. So it is one thing to consider. As much as, you know, some lights, it just seems like they're all the same. They're not. These things do react very differently under different circumstances. And one of the things I've learned about Thorfire, excuse me, is that they often make their lights built around alkaline batteries, whereas the competition typically does the opposite. So when you tend to get these lights, you're not as disappointed because you slap in an alkaline and it does what it says it does. Whereas a lot of these lights, they say, oh geez, it's going to be 110 lumens for 50 minutes, but with an alkaline, you're talking 80 lumens for 20 minutes. So the stats are based on the alkalines, which is cool because that's what you're going to use. You know, 90% of people are going to use, which that's what I think really makes Thorfire shine as a company, is that they do plan for that and their lights perform better with the alkalines, whereas, you know, people tend to buy other brands and end up being disappointed because they're not using rechargeable. So overall, great little light, great little quality. I got a bunch of Thorfires I actually still have to review. I like them all. They're all pretty good, decent quality. They are the best budget light on the market. As far as I'm concerned, they are like 80% of the quality of ThruNite for half the price. So I think they're a really great budget item. If you're hurting on money, these are great to buy because you won't be disappointed and the quality is there for the money, which is what's most important.